Hey friends, we're ready to start our activity. And today I thought we make our own sensory bags you guys can play with at home. So we kind of talk about sensory bottles a lot. You kind of hear that a lot, but sensory bags are very cool because they're especially awesome for practicing writing. So that'll be something cool for us to try. And these work really, really well if you tape them to a window, if you put them on a light surface, you can see them better. I put in the instructions that you needed green hair gel. Found out green hair gel is not the best, not the easiest to come by. So I just had some green, really cheap green shampoo. But it doesn't have to be green. I just thought green because we're doing the frogs today. So whatever colors or whatever you have on hand is absolutely fine. This is a really simple activity. All I did is need a little sandwich bag. You can use any size bag you want really, but I like the sandwich size for each kiddo. And then you're just going to squirt in however much hair gel or mica shampoo that you want. Kind of probably enough to really spread out nice and flat when you seal your bag together. And once you put your hair gel in there, you want to try to squeeze out all the air that you can so it lays pretty flat. Close it really good, and then we're also going to tape it shut too, so that way we don't get any leaks. You see how I put just enough in there so that it covers the whole bag, which is kind of cool. And you can see how cool this would look against the window where you can see the light shining through it, and it feels really cool. It feels squishy. Mine kind of feels cool. Maybe the shampoo was a little cool. So I'm also going to tape this shut so that won't have any messes on my hands or anything. And the only other thing you'll need is either you kiddos can use their fingers if you want to, or if you want to kind of give them something to start practicing, like holding a writing tool. Q-tips work awesome because they're soft on the end, so you don't have to worry about them cutting the bag open or anything. And they're small enough that I really encourage them to really start using that. Remember that pinching grasp instead of holding it with your whole hand. Kind of encourage them to pinch it like that. You could also, I know that I was doing it, you can tape this to a window if you want to. You can also tape it to the table so that you know it's not going anywhere. That's another cool option. Once your bag's taped up, you're pretty much done to let your kiddo kind of run with it. Like I said, you can use the Q-tips to really, you can draw, you can write letters in here, so I'll make myself an L for Lindsay. Or you can draw shapes, it can make a heart. You can squish it, you can make handprints, which is kind of cool. And if you wanted to, you can add other things to the bag. You can add glitter, you can add little plastic bugs if you want to, if you have sequins, anything. You get to be creative with this and kind of just do whatever you might have available. You can make multiple sensory bags, and this is a really easy little project that I'm sure you can do as many versions as you want to if it's something your kiddo is interested in doing. So another option I was thinking you could do is if you wanted to, you can take a Sharpie and you can write a letter on the over the bag. So I'm gonna make my L there, and then your kiddo can go in with their Q-tip and they can trace their letters if they're really at that tracing stage. This is a great option. You can write their whole name for them to trace. You can write. They're really working on learning how to make like a triangle or a square or even a circle. You can do that in there. This is a super open-ended activity. I loved doing these kinds of things. Like I said, you can kind of introduce it and then just let your kiddos run wild with it and whatever, kind of where their imaginations and where their critical thinking takes them. So that's really all I have for you. It's super easy, but I really encourage you to let your kiddos really play and explore and practice their writing, which is a fun activity to really encourage writing because when we're little, we want all of the academics to be as fun as possible to give them that really solid foundation for when they get to elementary school. So I hope you guys have some fun with this at home. And I think that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow I'll be learning how to make our very own bubble solution at home, which should be lots of fun. And I'll show you different creative ways you can make tools at home if you can't get to the store to buy your own bubble wands. But thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I had a lot of fun. Give me some knuckles, and I will see you tomorrow.